Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and also comment. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So for today we are going to be doing a melanin makeup tutorial, like a melanin smoky eyes makeup tutorial. So feel free to watch the video to the end. You're going to be learning new things, and we also do makeup and turban tutorials every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So guys, let's jump right into the video. As you can see, my model is a dark skinned model, like a dark skinned beautiful girl. So I'm going to be starting off with cleaning her face. The face needs toning. It needs you need a clean surface. You need to hydrate the skin. This is also hydrating the skin. If you have dry skin, oily skin, whatever type of skin you have, normal to combination skin, you need to hydrate the skin. Hydration is key, guys. If your skin is not hydrated, there is no way your makeup is going to sit well, and there's no way your foundation, the concealer and everything you're doing, cream, is going to move on the skin. You want to make sure you achieve a very you want to make sure the skin is well hydrated before you start. So as you can see, my model here has a very dry skin, and I'm going to start off with, after cleaning her face using the micellar cleansing water, I'm going to be using my setting spray. I'll spray it all over her face just to maintain that hydration, guys. I'll be using the Kiss Beauty Fix It setting spray to maintain the hydration. I'm going to be spraying that all over her face and then wait a little bit to soak into her skin. You want to make sure it dries up first before using your foundation. I'm going to be so guys, after I'm done with the hydration of the skin, we are going to be starting with her eyebrows. As you can see, she have a very dark eyebrows. I'm going to be starting off with Davis pencil number 18. I'll just be outlining that out simply. You want to outline the shape of her brows. Some people don't know. If you know you are a beginner, so my advice here is you should get an exercise book, start drawing eyebrows on it, and if you master drawing your eyebrows on an exercise book, there is no way you will not learn how to draw eyebrows on your model or a client's face. If you know your brows are not perfect, you can just sketch it out using your pencil and a paper. Sketch it out on there and keep drawing until you perfect your eyebrow skills. After outlining on your book, you can try it on somebody else and it will work perfectly. So after drawing her brows, I used the brow tint to tint her brows. As you can see, her brows were darker, so I used a lighter shade of brow tint just to give it a balance between her hair and the eyebrows. So now I'm using the Elegant concealer in the shade Fawn and the concealer from Classic Makeup in chocolate. I'm going to be highlighting her brow bone with the Elegant concealer. I think I used only Elegant concealer here. I don't know why I changed my mind that I don't want to use two concealers, but ended up using two concealers. No, I think I used only one. Yeah, the Elegant concealer in the shade Fawn. So as you can see, so between the concealer and your eyebrow pencil, you want to make sure there's a line effect. So guys, I have a confession to make. The previous video I uploaded, I told you guys I'll have to come back for the turban tutorials. It ended up not working out because when I was recording the turban tutorial, I never knew I did not press record until when I was done with the head tie. So I had nothing to do, and you guys ended up not having a video on Thursday, but I'll try and recreate that same look again so that I can give you the turban tutorial for that look. So I moisturized her skin using the Cetaphil moisturizer. We talked about hydrating the skin. You want to make sure the skin is well hydrated. If the skin is hydrated, your concealer and your foundation is just going to glide on smoothly, and it's going to be very easy for you to blend out your foundation or your concealer. So I'm using the shade Fawn to do the upper part of her brows. Also, I want the brows to stand out very well, and you know she's a dark skinned model. I want her brows to stand out very well. And yeah guys, this look was actually created for a photo shoot between me and Makeu photography. You guys can go follow him on Instagram. He does most of my photography thumbnails. If you guys are interested in seeing more of his work, I'm going to be putting down his handle on the description box. You can just go directly to Instagram, and then you can see most of his work, and if you want to book him for a future job, you can do. So moving on to the foundation, I used the shade, the Khalifa foundation in the shade Hot Choco to do her skin work. So you know I used my beauty blender to apply the Cetaphil moisturizer. So using your beauty blender to apply moisturizer is definitely a go-to is definitely a thing for you to do, because when you use your beauty blender to blend in your moisturizer, it works perfectly, and the way your foundation will be blending smoothly. I just learned this from another YouTube page, so as you can see, and my foundation sits perfectly. Can you see how the brows are standing out? Like it stood out separately, and everything is looking perfect. So I'm going to be blending the foundation very well, making sure I get to wherever it is I want to get. Then I'll be going in with my face highlight using the shade Fawn to do the face highlight. So normally what I do is, after applying my highlights, I just allow it to sit a little bit longer, not to sit every, like for it to stay longer. Like just allow it to sit before getting your beauty blender and then coming back to blend and all that. So I'm going to be blending using my beauty blender, the same beauty blender I used for the foundation. So another tip for today is, if you feel your highlight or your concealer is too light, is lighter than what you want to achieve, you just dab the beauty blender, a little bit of the beauty blender on the shade of her foundation, then you blend with it so that it matches her skin tone, and it's just going to highlight a little bit more. So hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, and also comment. Don't forget to encourage me to keep moving, because I can see that my views are going low, and I want you guys to please watch my videos. If you have any idea or anything you want me to start on again, I can just keep going on. That is why I say I am open to suggestions and corrections, guys. So after that, to keep the skin hydrated, I told you my model is skin is very dry. So to keep the skin hydrated, after blending the concealer, I had to spray her face again just to make sure I maintain the hydration. So moving on, I'm going to be contouring her nose using my powder palette, using a shade darker than her skin tone. I'll be contouring the side of her nose, the hollows of her cheek and all that. After I'm done with the side of her nose, can you see how lightly that contour is? You want to make sure you get it very lightly. Don't go too dark, don't go too light. So yeah, I'm going to be using I'm not done with the hollows of the cheek yet, but before, okay, so I did apply the foundation, the setting powder, before doing the contour of her cheeks. I'm going to be going in with her shade of powder just to set under her eyes. Then I'll be using the Zaron setting mineral loose powder for her setting, for the baking of the face. I'm going to be applying. I love using this powder for a dark skinned person because there's a way it melts down and gives you not a very ashy look. It gives you her exact shade of powder. Then you see how it looks, guys. So moving on, I'm going to be applying the setting powder. I told you guys there's a way it melts inside the skin and it gives you the exact shade of a dark person that you want it to look like. So this is the Zaron mineral loose powder in the shade L15, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to be allowing that to bake, then I'll move on to the face again. So moving on to the contour of her cheeks, I'm going to be contouring her cheekbones, like the hollows of her cheeks, just to give me a little bit of the contour, and then the lower part of her chin, her jawline rather. I'm going to be contouring her jawline just to give me that contoured effect I want. Then I'll be using her shade of powder, a little bit lighter than her skin, to lift the upper part of her jawline. So moving on, I'm going to be using her shade of powder to set her face. I'll be going in between shades just to get her exact shade of powder. So as you can see, I just touch this powder, I'll touch this one, and then I'll just blend everything out smoothly. Then we will move on to the eyes. So okay, sorry, before the eyes I had to do the blush. I'm going to be applying blush on her cheeks just to give it a little bit of drama. For the eyes, I will be going for a dark brown smoky eyes. So yeah, I was going for a dark brown smoky eyes because I want it to be as natural as possible. The photographer was very specific that I shouldn't go too heavy with the makeup, that I should be careful with the way I'm going to be applying too much shadows and all that. I was like, okay, I get what you wanted. He actually sent me a picture that I should recreate a certain look. I can't remember the name of the makeup artist that I used, that I was trying to inspire me to create this look. English, but we ended up doing a dark smoky eyes, a dark brown smoky eyes. So after using the eyeshadow, I had to blend out using a powder. Then I went in again, that's after blending out my transition. Then I went in again to apply the shade, the dark brown shade, just to make it a little bit darker on the lower part of her eyes. And then I went in with the Zykel eyeshadow palette to blend out my transitioning. Then I'll go into my powder, use a lighter shade of powder, and then blend out my brow bone highlight. To make sure you have a seamless and a smooth blend between your eyeshadows, like between the highlight and your eyeshadow, the contour and your eyeshadow. So going in, I'm going to be using my Get Gorgeous bronzer for the inner part. As you can see, when I was applying the eyeshadow, I was really minimal with the way I was applying it to the on the inner corner of the eyes, so that I know I was going to be using a bronzer for the inner corner of the eyes. And then boom, here it is. I have done the other eyes already, so I'm going to be going in with the two double marks, the Mega Compact Mascara, 3X mascara. I'll be applying that on her lashes, just to take off to make her lashes longer, and then take off the eyeshadow fallout. Then I'm going to be moving on to the lashes. So something happened when I was applying these lashes. I used the eyelashes in wishes from Wink Lashes. After I applied, I did not line her eyes, guys. So after I applied these lashes, it felt as if the lashes was too long for her face and all that. And I just realized that when I was editing the video, that was when I realized that this lashes is just perfect for her. I would have left these lashes, like I would have just leave it like that, but I later ended up changing the lashes to the Wink, the same Wink eyelashes, not the wispy ones. I used the straight ones from the same Wink eyelashes from Wink Lashes Nigeria. I used the one in Elsa. So as I am lining her eyes using the Mabruk eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, I changed the lashes to Elsa. So I realized that other lashes was better, and it was fine, actually, the wispy ones instead of the straight ones. So after we are done with lining her eyes, I'm going to be lining under her waterline too. And I'll be using the Zaron gel eyeliner. So I did that, and then I'm smudging under her eyes. You want to make sure you get the parts, the under eyes very well. So you know the eyes oh god, English, you know the eyes are already lined using I used the Zaron eyeliner gel. Then I'm going to be going on to smudge under her eyes using the dark brown eyeshadow. If you want your eyeshadow to sit properly, like you want to achieve a very good smoky eyes, you need to smudge under the eyes. Don't just do the upper part and leave it like that. You want it to look very beautiful, you just go ahead and do the lower and the upper part of your eyeshadow too. The lower part of the eyeshadow, like smudging under the eyes, sorry. So I'm going to be taking off, just further blending out the lower part of the eyes. I'm going to be taking off the powder, the setting powder. So I am applying her shade of powder on top and taking it off gently. So as you can see, you see how this eyes and the setting powder melts into her skin easily. So I love using this Zaron setting powder for dark skinned people. It actually works perfectly for setting or baking of the face. It highlights without leaving ashy tones, the white cast a normal setting powder would leave. So for a dark person, I will advise you to get this powder. Not an advert though, this is not a sponsored video from Zaron, but I just know I do achieve a very flawless skin work if I use the Zaron setting powder. So I'm going to be spraying her face again, like this is the last time. So I'm using my own personal glow spray I made myself. So due to the economy of the country and all that, I couldn't produce this one in a large quantity, but I'll see what God will do, and then inshallah I'll see how it works with the setting spray thing, and then I'll bring it out and launch everything, and you people will buy. Abi, you know, buy. So moving on to the lips, you know, I wanted to go for a very nude lips since we are doing a smoky eyes. So you want to go for a nude lipping. So I don't know if you guys are comfortable going with whatever lip you want, but me, I want to do a nude lips for this look, just to complement the eyes. So I'm going to be lining with the my brow gel. So after that, I'm going to be using the Zaron lips stain, the Max Chin lipstick. So using the Zaron Max Chin lip stain in sandy and clay, I'll be mixing the two together, and then I'll top it up with the lip gloss in seashell. So hope you guys are enjoying this video. So if you do, please don't forget to like. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment. Please do watch my videos to the end. I know I do drop tips and all that, all about makeup. Yeah. So after, as you can see, I'm just topping up the lipstick with my Zaron Maxine lip gloss in Playgirl. Or is it seashell? I can't remember the exact one, but I think seashell, because seashell is more brownish. So as you can see, after that, I'm going to be applying the highlighter on her cheeks, the tip of her nose, and also finishing up the makeup like this. So guys, if you do love this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment. I am Hadidi Makeovers, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for this exact turban tutorial. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys Thursday. I've already said that. So yeah, don't forget to finish up with the lower eyes mascara. So this is Hadidi Makeovers once again. I love you guys so much. Bye.